the 3 reasons why testosterone has absolutely exploded with men taking testosterone here in America, abroad, all over the world. Not just underground and testosterone replacement clinics exploded during the pandemic, but they did. We'll talk about that. But prescriptions for testosterone itself from doctors, primary care doctors, endocrinology doctors, urology doctors. What the heck is going on with this? So I did some research for you guys, and I boiled it down to 3 facts, if you will, or 3 reasons that's really, really kind of cool. So in the 3rd position, it's going to be interesting. Here's my take. Men have more hypogonadism. That's the 3rd position. You're probably thinking, how is that in the 3rd? Shouldn't that be the number 1 position? No, no, no. So in the 3rd position, increased men, more men, middle-aged, these are not old guys, okay? Middle-aged and even younger guys have low T. I checked into this and it's legitimate. And who knows what the hard number really is, but it's significant clinically from Cleveland Clinic, a lot of other medical institutions that I consider to be really excellent and centers of excellence. They've stated and they've agreed. This is very interesting. It's not the anti-aging guys. Hey, everyone has low T. No, no, no. This is real. So why is it that men have low T compared to their peers years before, like generational stuff? They look at data. It's very cool from, say, 2 or 3 generations ago. Now, here's the bottom line. Men have lower T. It's not some massive drop off when you look at like a 19-year-old. I see it all the time, guys. But if you just look at a subset of our population for men that are mid-20s up until 50s, right? You look at that data, you break it down into quartiles, they have lower T. And it's going to be the total and the free. Now, here's why. Obesity, metabolic syndrome, guys, there's no question. In addition to that, I think maybe we have definitely more toxins and poisons in our circulatory system, if you will, from our environment. Now, some of you guys are going to get really mad at that, and you're going to say, maybe it's guaranteed. But I just think the obesity and that even kids are heavy. It's so sad, man, that when you're fat and you're obese, I mean, getting really heavy, right? And you're sedentary and all these things have happened and we're sedentary lifestyle, we're eating bad food, we like it, our brains, now we have these medicines to curb it. It's just amazing when you have this central obesity, right? So that's really going to be a very negative setup for how the testicles produce testosterone. And then if you have lower T, you're going to have an issue with having more metabolic weight gain, especially visceral weight gain, right? It's not muscle tissue. So in that 3rd position is obesity and just metabolic syndrome, just for you guys to really know that. In addition, the environmental stuff with the plastics, I do agree. Fertilizers leaching into our food products, hormones, the meats and all these kind of things, non-GMO, GMO. I'm just not an expert in that stuff, guys, but the obesity is number 1 to me. Now, into the 2nd position for why testosterone is being used, exploding in the world, not just America, but abroad, everywhere, is because of social media. It's a 2nd position for me. It's really true that when you're on your phone, where's my phone? Where's my phone? You're looking at it. You're just looking at the ads. You're looking at being bombarded by it. You're looking at people that have lost weight at different clinics. Again, I'm happy the clinics are there because they're better for people to have access to good medicine. And then you have me with the Anabolic Doc app for your information. That's the plan, guys. But in the end of the day, there's no question that social media, you're scrolling through. How much do you see on low T centers? How much do you see of people that show the before and after? And this is real stuff. And people just saying that they feel great and they look great. That effect from social media, that age of influence, if you will, there's no question is a huge piece superimposed on the top that when the guy feels tired, it's not always low T, guys, but he checks his T and it's more likely than it was in the past that he's going to have low testosterone and he's going to want to do something about it. And the availability now, because of social media and all these things going on after the pandemic with more telemedicine, it's kind of all part of this number two, is that the availability is there with low T centers. Again, I'm in the big picture, I'm happy for that because the availability for men is there. Unfortunately, primary care doctors, endocrinology doctors, urology doctors can be excellent at delivering, diagnosing, and managing men with low testosterone. And it's because of obesity. So lose weight. It's really that easy? I wish it was, guys. Take Ozempic, semaglutide, Mounjaro. Right, and people are. But at the end of the day, there's not enough healthcare providers. So in that second position is just my social media position with the availability of testosterone clinics. Definitely in America. I mean, if you didn't have the availability with telemedicine, the way that things have changed, you wouldn't see it like this. Because the doctors that are brick and mortar doctors, just like in the past, would be tied up so tight like they are, you never see this explosion. So that's second position. In the number one position, the reason why testosterone has exploded is because it works. And it's awesome. That's it, guys. It works. It is awesome because it's almost amazing when you see a guy who's low normal, low T, has low T, and takes testosterone. When you hear, give the comments, guys, it's life-changing. It's absolutely unbelievably awesome. However, you guys knew that however was coming from me. It's got complications. So let's go through those complications because if you're my guy right here and you're not on testosterone, I want you to just pause and think right now. This position I'm going to give to you is that if you go on testosterone, and not to mention if you're less than 30, but even if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, and if you're older than that, it's just still the complications are important. But if you're young, you're natty no more. That's number one here under this number one. You're natty no more. You take testosterone, if any place tells you that we're just going to tune you up, just going to bump you up, just going to kind of stabilize and balance you for a while, and you're going to be off and on your way, that is complete bullshit. Testosterone is an absolute light switch. You're either on it or you're not, because if you stay on it, not even steroid doses, long enough, cross this line, cross that, cross this line. You stay on testosterone long enough, you're going to be on it like me and all the other millions of guys out there forever. Is it worth it to you? So you're natty no more. That's the complications. Also, guys, if you're not on testosterone yet and you really need to try to lose weight, change your behavior, take the new medicines. There's the GLP-1 agonist, guys. Try these medicines. Do anything you can to liberate your own testosterone. Go through a health history, because if you start testosterone, I'm telling you, it's going to be tons and tons of work. That is absolutely the most important pieces that guys have come to me and they said, Doc, you know, I'm on testosterone. I'm 37 now. maybe younger, and they go, you know, it's been so much work. That's why they come to me as a medical physician for those ABCDs, because there's going to be complications, even on a little bit of testosterone. So they just said, God, I wish I could have gone back and really anchored it out and tried to maintain my own natural levels to bump them up. It's just really true, guys. If you're tired and you're a little overweight, just don't start testosterone. That's just cringy. The places, of course, are going to sell it to you, and they're not going to tell you that when you start, if you feel great, you're done. You're going to be on forever. That's great, but could you feel great by really losing weight and changing your behavior? I just have to always do this for you guys. And the last part is, I'm going to close on this, guys, because testosterone, again, is awesome. I love it. Been on for over 30 years, guys, and I love to go like that for you guys. I just love it, but it's so much work, and it's going to affect you cosmetically. Hair loss, the puffiness, acne, gynecomastia. God, with the grace of God, not breast cancer, but if you got a mass, you better try to get ruled out with a doctor, because God forbid it's breast cancer. I do have to say the same damn stuff over and over, guys, because you know I really care about you guys. And then the last part is, you're on testosterone, you're absolutely going to have to micromanage, Home Depot it with ABCD on the anabolicdocapp.com. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So if you're on it, the doses have to be great. You have to understand how to do it. You have to manage your A, B, C, and D over and over with your own healthcare providers and me on the anabolicdocapp.com, because that's what I made it for, brothers. All over the world, you can do this. Again, it's going to be tons of work, but if it's worth it and you feel great, there ain't no free lunch. You think you're going to take something and feel so good, and you think there ain't going to be work on that, and there's not going to be an effect on that, doesn't make sense in the laws of the universe and the laws of physics. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So if you feel so damn good, you're going to be moving so much weight, maybe taking too much testosterone, right, back in the day. But if you take it, there's going to be effects. The balls are shrunken. The hair is going to get a fertility if you're young. I mean, and if some guy says, just take some HCG, son, you're going to take the Clomid and this and that, great. You know me, guys. But this is it. This is the end of this video. Thank you so much, guys. We're up at Mr. Olympia right now when this thing comes out. I want to see you guys. I want to really have a lot of fun, make sure that you guys understand that I'm here to help you guys, and I want you to understand how serious it is with androgens, especially when you're young. So let's get a lot of comments. Thank you so much, guys. This is what you get with the Anabolic Doc app. Number 1, a digital history and physical exam. Number 2, weekly Zoom meetings with me. Number 3, discounted commercial labs. Number 4, weekly member-only uncensored videos. Number 5, Anabolic Doc's mailbag. You can't come to the meetings, or you don't want to come to the meetings, you ask a question. I'm going to respond to your question by making a video, put it back up on the app, and you get to see your own question. Lastly, diagnostic and management library that is easily searchable by keywords.